What is going on, football fans? The New York Giants are still in desperate need for a potential wide receiver, obviously, with all the news that has come out with the Golden Tate impending suspension, obviously some of the injuries that they've had to their wide receiving core. And news dropped today that the New Orleans Saints dropped Cameron Meredith. Now, the Saints signed Meredith on a 2-year contract for just around $9.5 million just a year ago. And Meredith is a former undrafted prospect in 2015. He was picked up by the Bears as an undrafted free agent, and he really got an opportunity in 2016 in his second year in the NFL, and he really shined. He was 5th on the depth chart going into the year. He worked his way up the ranks, and he had a really good year in which he caught for just under 900 yards and 4 touchdowns. He stands at just under 6'4", so he's a tall target, and he has some experience in the NFL. Now, the catch with Meredith, his following year in 2017, he missed the entire season due to a knee injury that he sustained in preseason. Then last year, he only played 6 games, and he caught for just over 100 yards with the Saints, so he was not very productive there in New Orleans with all the targets they had over there. And he then sustained another injury. So this guy's already had 2 big injuries, but he's still relatively young, and you'd be able to bring him in on a very cheap contract. There's really no risk here. I don't see the point in the Giants at least not bringing this guy in, testing him out for a physical, and seeing if the guy's healthy. And if he is, offer him a cheap deal. Give him a chance to prove himself on a 1-year contract. The Giants could certainly use all the help they could get. And Meredith, when healthy, has displayed he could be a very good wide receiver in this league. I mean, to catch for over almost 900 yards, I think it was only in 14 games for the Bears. He's a tall wide receiver. He's still got some ability, in my opinion, if he's healthy. So I would be all for giving this guy an opportunity in Cameron Meredith. Obviously, knee injuries are never great, but definitely a guy that you want to keep an eye on. I'm not that surprised that the Saints cut him just because they're kind of deep there, and they probably could use that money elsewhere. But the Giants, I think it makes a ton of sense to give this guy a shot, take a flyer on Cameron Meredith, bring him into training camp, and see what the guy's got. We'll see if the Giants decide to push forward with this, but I think it would be a good idea. I'd like to know what you guys' thoughts are. Tell me in the comments below. As always, if you liked what you watched, please subscribe. Drop a comment. Maybe give me a little thumbs up. Cheers.